I made $5,200 last month providing AI-powered lease abstraction for commercial property managers, and I did it without writing a single line of complex code. While everyone else is busy trying to sell AI-generated headshots or mediocre blog posts, I'm targeting a niche that is literally drowning in 50-page legal documents. This is the boring side of AI, and it's exactly where the real money is hiding right now, because the average person is too distracted by shiny objects to notice it. If you can take a stack of messy, scanned PDFs and turn them into a clean, actionable spreadsheet of dates, dollars, and obligations, you aren't just a service provider, you're a lifesaver, and you can charge accordingly. Most people entering the AI space right now are making the same fatal mistake. They are trying to sell AI services. They go to a business and say, "I can help you implement AI." That is a fast track to getting ignored. Business owners don't care about AI. They care about the 3 inches of paperwork sitting on their desk that they haven't had time to read. Commercial property managers, specifically those handling retail strips or industrial parks, are the perfect target. They have hundreds of leases, each one with different rules for rent increases, property tax shares, and insurance requirements. Historically, they had to pay a junior lawyer or a specialized firm thousands of dollars to abstract these leases, basically to summarize the important parts. It's slow, it's expensive, and it's prone to human error. You are going to do it in seconds, using a specific AI workflow that ensures 99% accuracy. Stop trying to be a generalist. The generalist gets paid $20 an hour on Upwork. The specialist who solves a high liability problem like lease data extraction gets paid $5,000 per project. The actual method starts with your tech stack. You are not going to just upload a PDF to ChatGPT and ask for a summary. That is what amateurs do, and it's how you get hallucinations that lead to legal disasters. To do this professionally, you need a pipeline. First, you need an OCR engine that doesn't suck. Most leases are scanned documents, often with handwritten notes in the margins. I use LlamaParse or Dockling. These tools are designed to look at the layout of a document, identify tables, and understand the hierarchy of the text. If you don't use a specialized parser, the AI will get confused by the columns and the fine print at the bottom of the page. Once the document is parsed into clean markdown text, you feed it into Claude 3.5 Sonnet. I have tested every major model on the market, and for legal and contract analysis, Claude is the clear winner. It follows complex instructions far better than GPT-4o, and its hallucination rate on specific dates is significantly lower. You don't just ask it to summarize the lease. You give it a very specific JSON schema. You tell the AI, find the base rent, find the common area maintenance or CAM charges, find the rent escalation dates, and find the termination options. If the information is not explicitly stated, do not guess. Mark it as not found. This is the step-by-step workflow. You find a property management firm that oversees at least 20 properties. You offer them a portfolio audit. You take their stack of messy PDFs, usually stored in a disorganized Dropbox folder, and you run them through your pipeline. The output is a clean, searchable database or a high-end Excel dashboard. For a manager with 50 tenants, this process takes you about 2 hours of actual work once the system is set up. You charge them $100 per lease. That's a $5,000 invoice for a morning's work. Let's talk about the proof. Last month, I worked with a mid-sized firm out of Atlanta. They had 64 commercial leases that hadn't been audited in 3 years. They were literally losing money because they forgot to trigger rent escalations that were buried on page 34 of their contracts. I ran their documents through my Claude-powered pipeline. In less than an hour, I identified 4 missed rent increases, totaling over $12,000 in annual revenue for them. I charged them $5,200 for the audit. They paid it happily because the ROI was immediate. They didn't care that I used AI. They cared that I found them 12 grand they didn't know they had. If you want to start this today, don't go out and buy a How to Make Money with AI course. Go to LinkedIn and search for Director of Asset Management or Senior Property Manager. Look for firms that manage Class B or Class C commercial real estate. These are the guys who aren't using high-end enterprise software yet. They are still using folders and spreadsheets. Your pitch is simple. I help property managers recover missed revenue by auditing their lease portfolios for missed rent escalations and expense recoveries. Notice I didn't mention AI in the pitch. You only mention the tech if they ask how you can do it so fast and so cheaply compared to a law firm. The biggest hurdle you'll face is the human-in-the-loop requirement. Never, and I mean never, hand over an AI-generated report without checking it. My workflow includes a verification step. I use a tool called Airtable to line up the original PDF text right next to the AI's extraction. I spend 30 seconds per lease just verifying that the dollar amounts match. This is how you justify the $5,000 price tag. You are providing a verified AI audit. The verification is where the value lives. Stop playing around with prompt engineering for fun and start applying it to high-stakes data. The world is full of unstructured data, documents, emails, invoices, and contracts that businesses are too overwhelmed to organize.
AI is the first tool in history that can structure that data at scale. Lease abstraction is just one angle. You could do this for construction subcontracts, insurance policies, or franchise agreements. The economics are simple. If you can save a business owner 10 hours of manual data entry or find them one missed invoice, you have a business. If you do it at scale using Claude and a solid OCR pipeline, you have a high-margin agency. I'm telling you this because the window for high-ticket simple AI services is going to close as the software catches up. But right now, there is a massive gap between what AI can do and what the average business owner knows how to implement. That gap is exactly $5,000 to $10,000 a month to anyone willing to stop watching top 10 AI tool videos and start solving actual problems. Here is your homework for the next 24 hours. Go to a site like Apollo or even just Google Maps. Find 5 local commercial property management companies. Look at their website. If it looks like it was built in 2012, they have a paperwork problem. Reach out and offer to audit 5 of their leases for free as a proof of concept. Once you show them the data you can extract in seconds, the contract for the rest of the portfolio is yours. Quit looking for the passive income button. It doesn't exist. But high leverage income, that is very real. It's sitting in the lease final v2.pdf files of every real estate office in your city. Go get it. If you're tired of the hype and you want the actual workflows that are hitting bank accounts right now, you know what to do. The blueprint is right here. Go execute it.